Hey budget fam, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are doing a business plan with me, if you will. I have done this one other month, last month. It was a bit of a hot mess. We're gonna chat about it. If you are new around here, welcome. This is mostly a cash stuffing and cash budgeting channel. I do make all of my income off of this YouTube channel as well as off of my Etsy shop. I have some other business ideas in the works to expand my income. I'm also a single mom who homeschools my kids, so if you find any of these topics relatable or interesting or entertaining in any way, we would love to have you as a part of our budget fam. Let's jump into what we are going to talk about today, which is this monthly planner. If you haven't seen this yet on my channel, this is a monthly planner. It does not have weekly pages. It is only monthly. So you can see we went from July to August monthly spread just like that. I found these on Amazon for very, very cheap. I use this for business planning, or I started to last month, and last month I started using one of these as well for homeschool tracking. If you are anything like me, it doesn't even have to be homeschool related, but just having kids, there's all these different seasons of sports. There's Cub Scouts, there's different things that are happening at like the aquarium or the zoo, like all these different kids events. And I found that I was filling my regular planner with just all of these things I wanted to go to for the kids. So I actually have a planner now just dedicated to tracking. Y'all, okay, right off the bat, I'm off topic, but this is just how this channel goes. And before we talk about the business planner though, I do want to share that I have one of these that I use for kids because I think it's been so helpful. So now if you open the other planner that I have like this, I can't share it with you guys because I don't want to share like everywhere we go, right? That would be not smart to do on the internet. In that other planner though, if you open August, you will see that I have some different events that are going on. I have different festivals, different homeschooling things that the zoo or the aquarium or wherever is hosting. And this August spread in that calendar is completely covered, but it doesn't make it to my main planner. So what happens is, say I get to January, I have all these things highlighted that maybe when I initially found them, maybe I found some things for January and it was back in October. Well, by the time I've made it to January, I may not be able to squeeze in all those things, or some things may not interest me the same way I thought they would. So it's not making it into my main planner, but I'm very easily able to keep up with all of the different things. And what happens is, so like August, we are at the second week of August right now. I'm able to pull out that planner and see all of the things that are happening in August. I'm not going to pick all 20 of those things. I'm going to pick my top favorite things. It's such a simple way to keep yourself organized, but I found before I started doing this last month with the kids stuff, specifically, I would have all these flyers for like a baseball camp. I would take a screenshot of something that the zoo was throwing on. What I do now though is I just always have that extra planner with me. I can write everything down literally every single month. It is jam-packed full of Disney on Ice or Monster Truck Show or all kinds of things that are happening locally, and then I can just pick a few of the things that I really want to do. Does that make sense? Okay, starting this video off right with a tangent. Okay, so now let's shift gears and talk about the business planner, which is why you guys are even here. So I don't know why I started off on a weird foot. July did not go at all like planned. Here's the problem with how I tried to do this for July. I printed and created all of these stickers with the intention of, oh, like I can move it. So say I didn't end up doing the vlog on that day, I can easily move this sticker to the next day, but I'll still get it done. It doesn't get lost, right? That's the beauty of having reusable stickers. That's what I thought. Well, what I found to be true though is because it was all on removable stickers, I was just like, oh, well, if I don't get to it today, I could just take it off the planner and shift it to this weekend. If I don't get to it at all, I can just completely take it off the planner and it's no big deal. Well, it's kind of lacking the accountability that I really needed it to have. So what happened is I just kind of stopped marking anything. I stopped tracking anything. I will say too, to give myself some credit, it is all not just a planning fail as far as how I did this with the stickers. It also has to do with the fact that all of July I was training Caitlin I will say at this point, Caitlin is all the way trained in the Etsy shop. It has not been a waste of time. I think I just underestimated the amount of time it would take to get somebody really on board and make them comfortable. And I've never had an employee before. So this was all new to me. I just didn't know what to expect. She's doing amazing. It was just faulty planning on my end as far as like how training someone goes. So business lesson learned, training someone and taking on your first employee or a couple employees, like that does take some managing time and it takes up some energy. So that happened. Also, you guys know I abruptly kind of in the middle in June-ish, maybe May or June, I started a video a day until 100K. I was still really trying to do that in July. I now in August am not going to try to do a video every single day, every single weekday. I think that it's catchy to say a video a day until 100K, but I don't like to throw things out there that I can't keep up with, and that realistically is just something I could not keep up with, at least for right now. I would love to get back to that, but being that I am mostly a one-man show with a little bit of part-time help here and there, it's just not realistic at this point, especially if I want to get that planner line launched on time, and I really do. I need to put more energy on that, not just on YouTube stuff. Okay, I could keep ranting, but let's go ahead and move over to August. Let's start planning and we can kind of rant and talk about it as we go. We're gonna stay here for just a second while I pick out some colors. Instead of stickers this time, we are going to go with the highlighter method. I think highlighter method and sticker kits all have their different uses and their different strengths. And what I mean by that is like you can have a sticker planning method for your budget and for your calendar. You can have a highlighter method for your budget and for your calendar. So calendar, planner, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So we are gonna switch over from stickers for our planning though, and we are going to instead try out the highlighters. Let's grab some highlighters to use for this planner. So red is gonna be YouTube. I guess I could have planned this portion out, but it felt a little silly to like plan for my planning. Okay, so doing away with some of the extra highlighters, I'm just gonna use these 4 colors. I'm not going to overwhelm myself. I just want to use red to signal YouTube videos. This blue color is going to be Jordan Budgets. That is the website that is still on the way. What's embarrassing about the website is it's not even that big of a deal. It's just that there's maybe 2 hours of work that I really need to focus on, and I have just not focused on it to get that shop on the website up and running. Then we have in yellow, we have our Etsy shop, and then green, we're gonna put other. So before I was doing some different colors for some different things. We are just, if it is like sponsorships or affiliates or anything that is other, or even the paper planner business, we're gonna put it in green. I am filming this on the 9th, so we are gonna focus on the 9th through the 31st, first going through and talking about YouTube. I will say YouTube is easily the thing that takes the most of my time right now, which is honestly the way that I like it. I would love to continue moving forward, trying to keep myself doing a lot of the YouTube work and then have help to help with some of the other things. Let's go ahead and highlight some of these days and chat about it. I think for this month, we're gonna focus on videos going up on Mondays and Tuesdays. I love how thick the paper is. I mean, you can see this highlighter a little bit, but for, I think this was like a $9 planner on Amazon, pretty good deal. We are also going to focus on getting videos up on Thursdays and Fridays for this month. I'm gonna tell y'all now, if you don't already know this, my handwriting is terrible and I cannot highlight in a straight line. Just, it is what it is. Spell Premiere.
Premiere. Capital P-R.
I have an English degree and I can't spell. How does everyone feel about that? Okay, so I know that Mondays are gonna be Monday cash stuffings. Thursdays are going to be premieres. Those are gonna be more like sit and chat with me style videos. They're very similar to lives, but they are not live as in, like I filmed them beforehand and then we get to watch them and chat together, but they're like highly unedited and they have a very like live feel. My thing about lives is, one, I don't want my kids to be in them. And my kids are always around and popping in and out of the room. That's the biggest issue. The other issue I have is I'm sort of a control freak, and the idea of a live and then some crazy people like just being wild in the chat. You guys have seen the spam and things that happens in different chats when somebody is live. Not being able to monitor that because I'm busy doing the live, that gives me anxiety. So I would like to eventually move on to lives. I know people love those, but I feel like premieres is a happy medium. We get to chat with one another in the chat box. They feel very live because it's just a shot of me and it's very unedited. So I am gonna stick with premieres for now, and those will be on Thursdays. Tuesdays, I'm not gonna fill in. This is the only videos that I will have that are like today's video. They're gonna be different topics, different things. I would like to get back to a lot more cash stuffing topics or budgeting topics because I tend to do a lot of planning. Like this video, I do a bit of work chat. I would love to get back to having more content about cash and budgeting. If you have any videos you would like to see, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, because Tuesdays I'm going to try to get those back to cash topics, and then the premieres will be a bit of like everything else and just chatting. So this is my video layout for the rest of this month. 4 videos per week. That gives us 2 videos, 1 day off, 2 videos, and then 2 days off. I think this is gonna be very manageable. I think it's gonna keep things very fun and not overwhelming. So that's where we're gonna stay with our YouTube plans. Okay, moving on to our next sort of big thing that we need to touch is Jordan budgets. Should we just go ahead and call it? Okay, guys, I'm going to say that the video is gonna launch on Wednesday, tomorrow, because there's really not that much left that needs to get done. Now it might be tomorrow right before midnight. Hopefully it's tomorrow, but we're just gonna go ahead and call it and say that the website is gonna go live on Wednesday. And the reason we're gonna be in kind of a time crunch is because the premiere for this Thursday is going to be a just sit and chat and kind of thank you for hitting 25,000 subscribers, which we recently did. And I want to have a freebie launch on the website. So since I'm going to be uploading a freebie anyway, working on that, let's go ahead and call it. The website is gonna go live and the freebie will go live in the next couple of days. So that's exciting. I better do it. And that's really our main focus for this month, because once the website is live, we will then be taking orders on the website. So I know that's going to be an adjustment getting used to taking orders. So I don't want to overwhelm myself when it comes to the new stuff for the website. Let's just focus on getting the website live. And then if and when any orders come through that website, get used to keeping track of them there too. So Etsy is going to be our yellow. The idea with Etsy, and I've been working ahead to where it should hopefully happen. Do y'all hear the confidence in my voice with this planning? I'm like, maybe it should, could happen. I want to launch something new every single Friday for the Etsy shop. This last week I did launch the sticker kit. I launched it on Sunday. I have some things planned. I'm not gonna fill them in just yet. I know what they are, but just to, you know, keep things interesting, I'm not gonna announce them to you guys until we announce them on Friday. So stay tuned for that, but that's all I'm gonna put in for Etsy, getting a new product up every single week. That is my goal, to continue on doing that. The only other thing we need to fill in is our green, which is other. I have my first sponsored post, guys. I'm so excited. I have so many people reach out to me about sponsorships and affiliates, and I've said no to at least 200 places, but I said yes to this particular one, and I think by the, let's see, by the 24th, I need to have that video done. And that is all we're gonna focus on for this month. You can see just from last month, all of the stuff that I thought I was gonna do and I did not do versus this month. I'm really trying to pare things down a little bit. Like I said, I do have Caitlin in the office now. I don't think I said it earlier, but my twin brother, who she is married to, actually has the C word right now. I don't think I can say it without YouTube getting mad at me, so I want to write it there. He is not feeling his best. He's been sick for a little while now. So she's been out of the office. So she is now fully trained, but she hasn't really been here to help too much lately, which is completely understandable. Her husband's health comes first. I'm actually thinking the tips this week that I get from you guys over on Etsy, I might send it their way, because she is working for me a few hours here and there, but of course she hasn't been able to work while he's been sick, and he is their sole breadwinner and he's out of work and he's paid hourly, so he's completely out of income. So I know that tips are not too much, but if you've ever felt inclined to tip on my Etsy shop and you haven't, this week would be really appreciated, because I think I'm gonna send all the tips their way instead of stuffing it into my 100 envelope savings challenge on Friday. I hope you guys don't mind. Let me know if you have tipped or if you don't like that idea about the tips, but I think it would be nice to help them out, because I know he's really sick and then he's really stressed about money on top of it, and that is not fair. Like, I don't know how it goes for everybody, but with his company, there's no pay, there's no accommodation for him, even though he caught it at work. So anyway, that is a separate rant, but yeah, so she's still out. I don't know when she will be back. It will be nice to have her help again now that she's trained, but we're gonna keep this week a little more streamlined. Also, we are in our first month back homeschooling, which today the kids are at one of their programs and they are doing amazing. So I'm really excited about this school year and about being back on a set routine. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoy something like this. I'll try to keep doing this every single month and let you guys know what's working, what's not working, and we can keep having these conversations. I think that it's fun because you guys can see if you are planning your own business. You can learn from my mistakes. Like, you need to allot time for training somebody if that's something you're doing. If you are mostly a one-man show, you probably don't have time for a video every single day, even if you really want to. So that's where we're at. And I will see you guys again on Thursday night for our 25,000 subscriber premiere. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you again then. Bye-bye.